Here's a question for you. What is a meal pop? For weeks, people all over the country have been speculating the answer after seeing a series of colorful retro advertising images with the hashtag Sanderson's Meal Pops. Several members of our news crew commented on the images, and with no response, we decided to investigate. Our search for answers took us to the northwest Arkansas town of Bentonville, where we discovered Chef Chrissy Sanderson at Tuscan Trotter American Brasserie. If you take a walk around the picturesque square in downtown Bentonville, Arkansas, you won't have to go very far before you pass the Tuscan Trotter American Brasserie, managed by a chef with an interesting family history.
This is my grandmother who came up with Sanderson's Meal Pops back in the 50s.
For Chrissy Sanderson, food is a family tradition that started with her grandmother in the early 1950s. It seems Chrissy's father had a very picky palate and would only eat the bright and colorful treats he saw in the window of the local candy store. Although his mother tried many times, she could not get him to eat a more nourishing dinner, until one day she invented a solution that became all the rage in the 50s, the meal pop.
Well, they're a lot like a protein-rich explosion in your mouth.
Jeremy Mason McGraw is the marketing director of the modern Sanderson's Meal Pop. The new company formed recently after a chance meeting between Chef Chrissy and now CEO of Sanderson's, Scott Dobbins. We attempted to speak with Scott regarding the new company. He refused. When Scott decided to bring the meal pop back, he enlisted Jeremy to market the product. This is where the story takes a more unusual turn. After Jeremy was hired, he needed an innovative marketing approach. His big idea? If corporations are people, then a corporation can enter an art show. So he made a deal to allow the Sanderson's company to enter their product as art in the second annual Sensory Iconoclast. It was a controversial move, one not everyone in the show is pleased about.
I'm an artist. They are not artists.
Zeke Taylor is an award-winning artist and fellow participant in the show. He is not happy about Sanderson's participating and thinks it sets a bad precedent for the future of art shows.
I really don't expect that the Arkansas Governor's Mansion is going to be buying a meal pop framed and hanging it on the wall of the mansion anytime soon. If they do, I hope it's not next to my work.
Zeke is not alone in his opinions. We also asked Iconoclast organizers Eve Smith and Case DeGarro about the controversy.
Iconoclast actually came from an idea that Eve had a couple of years ago about bringing chefs and artists together. And so we worked on a project, collaborated together on honey. You know, it doesn't get more provocative than honey. Well, I mean, if you look at pop art, I mean, especially in the last, 30, 40 years, I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about, taking everyday products. That's what pop art is. And then
just because it's a popsicle doesn't mean that it's art.
Well, a closed mind and a closed palate.
Well, it seems that in art, everything truly is subjective. So on August 19th, ticketed guests will get a chance to decide for themselves at the official Meal Pops launch during the second annual Art Center of the Ozarks Sensory Iconoclast Party. Tickets for the event are available online at acozarks.org. And on August 20th, the Meal Pops will be added to the menu at Tuscan Trotter for a limited test run. I'm Hope Ann Hintz for CEP News.